Okay, so I'm watching the movie Salt. Let me bring it a little closer. And let me turn this down just to make sure that the TV is not so loud. Oh my goodness. Sorry, I'm just stressing. So I'm watching the movie Salt, and I've seen this plenty of times. And I'm just like, people will, some people would be like, oh, that's impossible, like the plot. And I rewinded to the interrogation part when the Russian guy was in the office talking to Evelyn Salt, played by Angelina Jolie. And they in, I don't know what's this, the CIA, FBI. I don't know what building. I'm quite sure they said it. You know, the building that they in. But is it supposed to be in Washington D.C.? I think it's supposed to be in Washington or even New York. I don't know, but when they go outside, I'll see. I think it's actually supposed to be in Washington D.C., the DMV area. But but some people might be like, "Oh, that's impossible." The plot, the story that the guy gave. But then other people who really know anything is possible, because duh, like if they made a movie about it, the good and the bad, anything is possible. And yes, everything is. This is a world stage, so y'all gotta be entertained some kind of way, or else y'all just be bored. Just like how they have like what is it, like them movies where like robots or just people, oh, like the Matrix, or kind of sort of, when like all of y'all is here but y'all just standing still or sitting down, like what are y'all here for, so y'all just in a little bubble, or in a casket, or just hung up. What's I'm picturing it. What is it? I'm picturing a whole lot of people, and it's in movies, like blood plants. And that's what it's called. Like it's a vampire movie where they had people like humans, like in the little capsules, harvesting their blood. So that's how like y'all would have been, or some of y'all is still like that, harvesting the blood. So it's like blood plants and all these people bodies and stuff. They like alive but not alive. It's just, keeping them alive to get the blood from them. So imagine this room, like our robot, just like all these robots just standing still, not doing nothing. That's how it would be if this wasn't, if y'all wasn't being part of an experiment of being entertained. So y'all got to entertain yourselves as well as being entertained. Look, a jet, what is this flying past over top? I guess that's like confirmation or something. But so that's why it's like, okay, we gotta entertain. We gotta have actors and actresses and psyops and all this stuff to keep people from knowing that and remembering that this is all fake. Like nothing is really real. But we gotta portray that it's real to keep y'all entertained and to keep their emotions going and everything like that, and energy going, to keep whatever. So anyways, what was I about to say? So it's like the movie Salt, like I said, that it's the part where people, they were sitting down talking at the interrogation room in the building, yada yada yada. So he basically, the Russian guy. If you haven't seen the movie, watch the movie. It's called Salt, SALT, and Angelina Jolie is in there along with what's that guy name? Sweets. Sweets. His real name is not Sweets, but on Four Brothers, his name was Sweets. You hear the airplane? You hear the jet? Come on, let's go back out on the road. Come on, here you go. Here goes some paper. There you go. You can get that to Miss Kalia. You're welcome. See you later. Go to Miss Kalia. like, here you go, paper.
Okay.
And what am I about to say? So basically, the scene that's on now is well, is past now. Whatever. The scene I'm talking about is that they sitting at the table and he's like, yeah, and let me tell you a story. And this is about how like the Russian mafia or whoever, I'm gonna just say Russian mafia. I don't even think that was like a mafia. But anyways, the Russian people took babies from the United States or just all over the world and staged an incident to say that their parents was like in car accidents or their parents died in some kind of way. So and also portrayed that the baby had passed too. But indeed they took the baby to a secret location and trained the baby up to be a Russian spy, like some MK Ultra kind of stuff. So, they train the kids, a whole lot of, children, train them up. And mind you, some children I've been seeing on the news, of course, like I said, things is psyopy, but everything is coded. Like things is coded for what's being prepared to come. Okay. And here's another jet coming through. But so in the news, I've been hearing like children is missing, a whole lot of children missing, which is effed up because don't be taking no child from their parents, especially the parents who love them and stuff like that. But these children come up missing, be MK Ultra, whatever, whatever, and sent back into society. So that's what this movie, what the guy was basically talking about, But they are adults now, but at the same, well, actually, no, they're not adults. They came back to like America, or they come to America as a child, and then it got memories implanted in them, thinking that they've been in America, their whole lives and stuff like that. And when indeed they was off in a Russian secret camp training to be spies. So then they learn English language and stuff like that. And mind you, it's like a whole handful, a group of children at this point, like a lot of children at this point. So then they sent the children back to like the United States or whatever country that they were from, and just say the United States. Send them to the United States and put them back into society. So they start going to school, say whatever age, they like 10, 11, 12 years old, whatever. They, you know, back into the United States, but mind you, they MK Ultra. So they got all these other memories implanted in them, like they was, in kindergarten or sixth grade. I mean, not sixth grade, 6 years old, 7 years old, being in America, going to the zoo, this and that, but none of that stuff really happened. And then they got so um these children grow up and then their mindset is to get like government positions, like be close, like whatever their mission is, like everybody have different missions to complete. And in this movie, Salt, these missions were to unalive like the Russian president or something, prime minister or something, I don't know, unalive somebody that's supposed to be important. So in order to do that, the easiest way, I ain't gonna say the only way to do that, but the easiest way to do something like that is to get close to the person. Because nowadays people higher up, they be having security, 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 yada yada yada, the president, the prime minister, whatever. So it's like in order to complete that mission, it's easiest if you get close to that person, you know. You can't be like no random person. I mean, you can be a random person just out the blue in a whole nother state and something trigger you in your mind. That what's that word called? Um, um, oh my goodness, like the word or the phrase, the trigger word. It's a specific name for it to wake people that wakes something up in people's mind to be like, oh, like if y'all seen that movie Zoolander with Ben Stiller. Zoolander when he was MK Ultra to a song. Let's get to it, dun 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 dun, get to it. I think that was the song. If not, that song just came to my mind. Get to it, dun 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 dun, get to it, dun dun. I think that was the song. So whenever he heard like they kidnapped him, put the headphones on his head and played the song over, and there was like hidden messages in the songs. That's the message right there in itself, because it is hidden messages and plenty of songs that people be listening to nowadays. So he was this is Zoolander now. Like I said, I'm going on all different kinds of movies. But so whenever he heard that song, it was him to go after the prime minister, and I forgot what. I think Korea. I don't know, but somebody was visiting a fashion show and he's supposed to unalive that person. So when the DJ, he was in on it too. Like I think, or they told the DJ, "Hey, play this song and this and that," because there was another song originally playing while Zoolander was walking down the aisle, like a fashion show, and he was all cool, copacetic, whatever, whatever. And then a DJ switched up the song, and then he was just like, wow. And something in his mind triggered him to go after the prime minister. But then somebody, his friend, a female friend, was like trying to stop the DJ, trying to switch the song up, and the song kept going back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. So that's MK Ultra, like programming in songs, and it's like hidden messages in songs, like deep down in the songs, like you can actually hear other things behind the lyrics to the song, if that makes sense. I mean, if you know, you know. So, anyways, and that does happen. But of course, it's going to be some people in this world that's like, nope, 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 that's impossible. Nah, that ain't going to happen. No, no, no. And at a certain point, some of the people who be like, no, 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 in my mind, with different things, I'm like, y'all even in on it too, and y'all just gaslighting because y'all 100% know that it's the truth, but y'all just gotta say no to make people who's like saying it to not, to basically gaslight them, to think that the other people is crazy or we're crazy. I'm sorry. Oh. Oh no, I was talking about Eleanor. Okay. And so I was like, so my side was like, so yeah, so the music is like MK Ultra and secret like coded messages in most songs, if not all songs, then most songs are like that. And oh yeah, so the people who be like, no, no, that's impossible. You sound crazy. Ain't no hidden messages in songs. It's just a song. It's no back lyric or no back phrases or nothing in the back of the song. And some of the people I'd be like, yeah, they know that it is. They just trying to get the people off target to think that they're insane or, something wrong with them for thinking that, you know, and then that's one kind of people who be like, no, 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 no. Like, yeah, it's true. Your job is to say no. And then the other group of people who's be like, no, that's impossible. Ain't nobody. Then the people who really, really are brainwashed, like the people who don't even want to have an open mindset because they scared to. And a whole lot of different things. They scared to have an open mindset. To be like, well, you know what, that is a possibility. Anybody that don't think there's a possibility in something, I'm just like, oh no. Like even with the quote unquote bad and good stuff, it's like, oh, such and such can happen. Like, yeah, that can happen, but I know it's not going to happen. But yeah, it can happen, but I know it's not. Okay, cool. Somebody like that, I can rock with you because you actually can see it both ways. Of course, we wanted to go in a good way, not a negative way. Like, oh yeah, doing a football game, you know, uh, um, a helicopter going to land, and people just going to come out and start doing things out of the helicopter. And some people might be like, "Oh no, 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 that's impossible. Ain't no helicopter going to land on a stadium field doing a whole game, a football game. Ain't that ain't going to happen. That's impossible. Ain't no helicopter going to do that." And it's like, I mean, of course, I hope not. I ain't gonna say hope not, but it is a possibility that it can happen. But for people to be like, no, it ain't gonna happen. That's impossible. That's impossible. A helicopter, nah. It's like, come on now. If there's a possibility, then just say, yeah, it's a possibility. Not saying it is going to happen, but it's a possibility that it can happen. So, I don't know. Like again, like I said, I'm just talking. I'm just talking. I'm just talking. Um, so I got on. Oh, okay. So, well, let me see. She got out the building. Where is she? Let me see this kind of place. It looks like DC. Oh, let me see. Oh yeah, red one. Yeah, this is DC. Blue punch buggy. And I'm looking at the TV screen. But anyways, with her, with this movie, how I was getting back to the MK Ultra and stuff like that. So the guy talking to her in the interrogation room, he telling her whole story about how the babies was being raised up and this and that or whatever. So yeah, they're supposed to be in DC. She just waved down a cab. Trying to call her husband, and then the dude was even the Russian guy was even like you don't even supposed to be married, like you don't supposed to get married, like that's like compromising your mission because you want to fall in love and get a heart and then be compassionate and all this kinds of stuff, yada yada yada. But she ended up being, getting married. I guess there's like some rules that you don't supposed to do in order to complete your mission, or it's going to be a bit harder for you to do it if you got a heart, if you got sympathy, or if you fall in love or whatever. But it's something about spiders. They just show him the dude giving her husband a book about spiders. Yeah, Virginia license plate. Yes, it is supposed to be in the DMV area. Yeah, she about to go to her apartment. But anyways, man, so many. I'm like I said, I'm going to be talking about so many different things because even with this, going with her apartment, jobs. Okay, if you watch episodes of what do you call what's that show that come on Netflix now? The Blacklist. With that dude from the Stargate who actually looks like who actually looks like a lawyer that I know, lawyer that I know that's obviously not nobody defending me, but a lawyer for a custody case. And then she looks like a he, or he looks like a she, and I'm like, that's who she looked like. I remember when I'd seen the movie Stargate a couple of years ago, and quite a few times. And then after I seen the dude lawyer, like my baby daddy lawyer, she's not even a good lawyer, but I guess it's I didn't have one, and that they probably just got the cheapest one and was like, well, hey, Sister Mitra not having a lawyer. Any lawyer we get, we can win because ain't no judge going to grant custody to somebody who doesn't have legal quote unquote representation to somebody who actually went to school and did this and professional. That'll make that'll make them look bad, that kind of thing. But anyways, my baby daddy lawyer, like he or she looked like the dude off of Stargate. But anyways, back to Blacklist. The movie Blacklist, not the movie, it's a series on Netflix, and I think it was coming on regular TV too. I started watching it after a while. It got plenty of seasons to it. It was getting good. Again, like I said, this video all over the place. So it was getting good. Like I'm gonna say the first two seasons, and then I think I stopped watching around the third season because, for one, her the main character. Well, I can't even think of her name, but she got a job to be like an interrogation person. Oh my god, I can't. If I remember these people names, it would be so much easier. But the main character guy, just call him Bob. Okay, I know that's not his name on it. Just call him Bob. The main character guy requested just say Anne. I don't think that was her name. I'm trying to remember it, but just call her Anne. Bob, he's like number one, supposedly supposed to be number one on like the undercover, um, not national, like it's not because it's a whole lot of people that's undercover on surveillance that the media don't know about. So he's supposed to be like number one on like the FBI undercover list, like tracking them for some kind of money laundering or just I don't know what he was. But he made a whole lot of friends during this time. This is Bob. Okay, he's like an older man. So he came into, I don't know, the FBI, the CIA office, and they was like, hey, we looking for you. We've been trying to find you for the past 20 years and this and that or whatever. So he just walked right in to the just say the FBI. He just walked right into the FBI and was like, yeah, hey, I'm here. He was unarmed and everything. So of course people rushed him. And he wasn't, fighting them off or anything. Like he walked in willingly. And then so he requested, and he was like, yeah, y'all can arrest me and everything, but I got some more information. I got information on people that's on y'all list, and then also some new people that y'all don't even know about that y'all, could be wanting to catch. Because if you catch these people that I know about, that y'all don't know about, it will like, how can I say this? It will be like a domino effect for all these other people that's on y'all list. Like it would just be like if y'all catch this person that I'm about to give y'all, then everybody else, not everybody, but some of the people that's on your list will fall down too. Y'all just trying to go after single people on y'all list. But if if you work out a deal with me, I'll give you the higher uppers, you know. So and then so they was like, but he was like on one condition. I want Anne to be the person that I'm working with. Like I want Anne on this case. And they're like, who's that? Who's that? So then, they had to look her up and they, found her. So she's like, what the heck? What's going on? So they bum rushed her, like coming to her apartment, well, coming to her house and was like, yeah, you've been requested by such and such. And she's like, who is Bob? I don't know no Bob. Like, how do he know my name? What do you want with me? So basically, but then again, some people might be like, oh, that's impossible. How can somebody just request a person who don't even really have that too much experience in the field? She's good. She's good. But so anyway, like I said, the show is called Blacklisted or Blacklist. And what else going on with it? So anyways, I stopped watching it. So basically, they end up working together. She of course was like, yeah, yeah, and that's how the whole seasons started or whatever. She started working with him. So I don't even know that he end up being her real dad or what. I don't know. But he basically was trying to say like she's been protected and guided her whole life and whatever because so called her I don't know, her father was still alive, like her adopted father or something. I don't know. But anywho, what made me stop watching it, fast forward to whatever, what made me start really watching it was when her husband and like I said, I know that's not her name, but I'm just saying her husband, um, Carl, okay. Her husband, I don't think that was his name neither, but her husband Carl was undercover too. He was actually like an undercover spy and was working with Bob, but secretly, like secretly. So it's been like a plan that Bob and Carl was working together to get them together, but Bob didn't want Carl to marry Anne. He was just like, look, you're only supposed to be marrying her. You're supposed to be like watching over her and make and guide her and make sure she goes to this position or goes to this place and whatever. So Bob was like upset about Carl getting married to Anne. But anywho, that wasn't like the main reason why I stopped watching it. The main reason is because, like I said, Carl was like a spy, an undercover spy. He was doing his own thing, had all these secret identities and passports and stuff like that. Like he was actually like a hitman kind of sort of. And his wife Anne did not know nothing about it. You know, she got a government job, she works for the FBI, yada yada yada. You know, they know nothing about it. Of course, when you work for the FBI, like you got anybody that you close with, they gotta run like a background check on them. So they ran a background check on her husband, and he came out clean, clear, you know, whatever. So one incident is when she Anne found this like warehouse location or something. So she went inside the warehouse location by herself, and then somebody came up behind her. She don't know how this person looked, how the guy looked, but she was attacked. She was attacked in the warehouse. Like she, you know, was getting punched and was getting beat on because the guy didn't want her to see his face. So she don't even know how the guy looked. So the guy was thumping her, punching her, tossing her around, and then he ran out. And you know, whatever. He never got caught, but he did. Well, I ain't gonna say he never got caught. But the thing is, why she come home, you know, and I guess she can't, you know, call her husband throughout the day and be like, yeah, this would happened to me, or yeah, you know, yada yada yada. But anyway, she came home, so her face all, you know, got bruises and stuff. Her husband like, what in the world happened? Like your job is you know, whatever, you putting you in danger, yada yada. So she's like, you know, I was attacked by this guy, and he was like, well, who is he? How do you look? Yeah. She's like, man, I don't know, I don't know. Come to find out, it was her husband. Her husband done beat her ass, you know, so he won't get caught. So his cover won't get blown. So then I was like, how in the f can you be a man? You beat your own wife. Like, like I mean, some people do that, but I'm just like, what? You know, and then fast forward to a little later, once she found out who he was, who her husband was like an undercover spy and killing people and all this other kinds of stuff, them two started fighting. Like she had tied him up or did something, you know, at the household and chained him up on a chair or whatever in the kitchen. So he got loose, mind you. Trained to do all this, like you trained to know how to get out of handcuffs, you trained to do this and to do that, you know, whatever. So anyways, he got out the handcuffs, and then them two started literally fighting, like throwing things, flipping tables, fighting. So husband and wife literally fighting each other. So I was just like, oh, I know, duh, like they should be getting a divorce, because I think that she was about to sign for divorce papers anyway. But so long story short, a few episodes later, she ended up getting back with him. I was like, hell nah, I'm not watching this. Like this nigga just beat your ass, and then she gonna wind up being pregnant by the dude too. I'm like, how in the world? This is just, like, you know, I stopped watching it after that because I'm like, ain't no way in the world. Like, y'all promoting, people is promoting um relationships when people be fighting each other, beating each other up, and then go back with each other. It's like, how is that love? Like, you can't, I can't go past that. I can't go, nah. Now, no, no, not the kind of fighting they was doing. Absolutely not. Like, if a dude put his hand on me and we in a relationship, if I ain't gonna fake, we in a relationship and the dude put his hands on me, of course I'm putting my hands on him back. It's, I might, and I'm strongly saying might forgive him or have us work it out. Oh yeah, let's go to counseling. Let's do this. Let's talk about it. Let's whatever, whatever. And okay, and that's it. Forgive him and don't bring it back up. Like everything is cool, you know, don't bring it up. He don't bring it up. We moved past it. We accepted it. We healed from it. Not just not bringing it up and we not healed from it, but we healed from it. We talked about it. We released it, you know. Fine. Once we do all that And then if I still feel the same way about him, he still feel the same way about me, then yeah, we can move past that and it's not going to happen again. But if it happens again, then that's an absolutely no go. Like, hi, Eleanor. Yeah, it's about to be her lunchtime. I'm about to. You got something on your mouth. Wait, come here. It's still on your mouth. I gotta get it off. Got some lint. Okay. Okay, that's one right on my paper. But gotta be an absolutely no go if that second time happen. Like, ain't no recovering from that. Like, nigga, nope, we're done. And then he should agree too. It shouldn't be no, oh no, no, no. Come on, let's be back together. It's like, no, obviously we not for each other. So it's cool. You go find whoever you need to be with. I go chill and do whatever I gotta do. Like, it's cool. So that second time, absolutely not. So no. And then, like I said, that's like, mm, and that's like a might if somebody that I'm in a relationship with put their hands on me. That's like a might because I might just be like, hell no. That one time, that's what I'm really feeling like. That one time, that's it. It only takes that one time for you to put your hands on me. And like, for what? Like, what in the world did I do? Eleanor, go back in the living room.
You love me. Come on,
Don't
let's
you
go
got paper?
outside.
You got paper in the living room. Huh? You can take the pen.
All right. Let's go.
Nice.
Let's go find some paper.
And it's like you got you one time, that's it and done. Like, what's the whole reason? And me, I'm a respectable person because I'm like, I wouldn't for one give anybody, especially my man, a reason to put their hands on me in the first place. Like, what kind of stuff? I gotta
Come on, we have
send
paper.
something, my email. Um, so yeah, it's like, uh, absolutely not. Like, I wouldn't give no guy no reason to put their hands on me. Like, and especially in a relationship. Like, I'm like, what is it? We can't talk it out. Like, what did I do or what did you do? Like, it would be something that we have to talk about. Ain't ain't really why do it got to get physical? Like I don't know. So that's why I'm just like, nah. I'm really strong feeling like nah. Once a nigga put their hands on me one time, like no, I can't. We can't come back from that. Not no relationship. Like if we got a child together, something like yeah, we got a co-parent. As far as being like in a relationship, absolutely not.
So we're all done coloring. All right, come on.
Eleanor.
We can have the paper, but we're going to go out in the living room. Get your pen. Get your pen.
Get the pen so you can write.
Yeah,
Get
get
the
your
pen.
pen. Come on. You say my turn. Yeah. We can get the paper out here.
Yeah, let me go ahead and get off. She's working on her asking and just staying calm. Oh, yeah, let me get off. All right, come back on a little later. Eleanor.